Hi there, Steve McGee in Parliament again. We're here for a few more hours. It's 6:30 on Thursday the 4th. Supposed to be finished by now, but it looks like we're going to go right through the night the way things are going. Waiting on the upper house to come back with the donations bill, electoral matters bill, to come back to us with some amendments. We believe it's going before committee. And they'll bring it back to the lower house. That's why we've got to wait around, and we're debating an education bill at the moment until that other electoral matters bill comes back. Have no idea what time we'll finish tonight, so we'll be going right through the night probably, which will make it very interesting. This week's been an interesting week. 3 bills before being debated this week, and I was up on outdoor recreation. That was a good bill. And also the police reservist bill, where in the budget we're funding 200 police reservists to come in to support police officers, primarily in police stations, doing some administration duties, desk duties, things like that. Former police officers, generally speaking. A lot of interest in that, and it's fantastic. It's a great policy and a great legislation change today, supported by the opposition, surprisingly. But yeah, it will, and we met with the Police Commissioner this morning and discussed some of that when we were at an event for TAC, which I'll make reference to a bit later. So that reservist bill is very important. The other bill that we did was a building legislation bill. I didn't debate that one. I also did a member statement on, I think it was 4 or 5 teachers that were in Melton. A number of them have done 40 years service, and one did 45 years service. So to those teachers that were recognised for their length of service, and we did do a shout out obviously in a member statement, and we'll send them a copy of the Hansard transcript. Congratulations, thanks for your efforts. It's amazing to think that you've done 40 years and 45 years under trying circumstances. I don't know how you do it, but well done, and thank you for educating many, many hundreds of our kids within the Melton community. So well done. The other thing that I gave a shout out in my member statement was to a paramedic that had done 46 years service, had retired in December last year, primarily in the last couple of decades worked out of the Sale ambulance branch. But my reason for his shout out was not only his 46 years of service to the community and, attended to thousands of patients and saved many of lives, but he was also the president over the last 7 years of the Victorian Ambulance Union. And I sent a shout out to Bernie Goss. Thanks, Bernie, for all you've done. When I was the secretary of the Ambulance Union, you were a great state councillor and delegate out of the Sale branch. Always been a contributor for better wages and conditions for paramedics, but not only that, better ambulance services for the state of Victoria. So congratulations to you, to your wife, Miff, your family. Go and enjoy retirement, and hopefully we'll catch up at some stage in the not too distant future. So well done to you. Met with Netball Victoria to talk about what they're seeking from the government, and also netball programs out in Melton and the growth of netball in that area. Met with Lamana Pacifica and to talk about what they do and the programs they have in supporting Pacifica kids, youth in the west and the southeast, but also in the north and the demands in the north. So we're looking to try and improve what they might be able to deliver in support from government, and we raised that with the Attorney General today in regard to Lamana. So that was great to catch up with them, and some great stories that they informed myself and other colleagues, and the Minister for Youth, Ludra Gregorovic, was in that meeting also. So it was fantastic to have some other members there. Stroke Foundation, we're in today celebrating 30 years of their expertise and awareness and support for community members and families that unfortunately get struck down with stroke. But they're also talking to us. They have an election commitment. I think they want $1 million, which doesn't sound like a lot. And that will, assist many, many people, hopefully in preventing stroke. But for ones that do suffer from stroke and die from stroke, it's one of the biggest killers in Australia. It's about making people aware, obviously prevention, awareness, and then obviously assistance if someone does suffer from a stroke. And unfortunately, there are a number of people that die from stroke. So we're many members of Parliament supporting the Stroke Foundation, and congratulations to them for 30 years of great work to the community. It was World Camping Day celebration today. It's not World Camping Day until the 29th of June, but they were in here doing their presentations today, and great to see. And me being a camper, I was very excited about it. Actually got a few books and guides and stubby holder and beanies and things like that. So it was fantastic to see, and well done to them. Camping's a great outdoor recreation for people. We have some fantastic caravan parks. They were also talking about residential parks. But it was great to see them in here today, and it's a growth industry throughout Australia, but in particular in Victoria. So it's great to see them here today. And at the end of the year, I'll be going off in our motorhome with my wife and having a look at the countryside. So it'll be terrific, and I'll certainly tap into the guides that they gave me to find some really good caravan parks, not only in Victoria, but around the country. And this morning, a big occasion, TAC, Traffic Accident Commission. The chair of the Traffic Accident Commission, John Cain Jr., was here, and it was fantastic to celebrate their 40th anniversary and the great work that they've done and how they support people that are injured through traffic accidents. But not only that, their promotional campaigns, their awareness campaigns, the reductions of death on the road and all those sorts of things. They do great work and have done that over the last 40 years. And Victoria is one of the states that are looked upon in regard to TAC and the programs that they run. They're looked upon by other countries, not only other states, but by other countries. So it was really great. And of course, National Reconciliation Week, and we had some presentations and artwork in Queen's Council, and it was great to see, I think you pronounce it Warrawa, Aboriginal School out in Healesville, and the girls, the students from there that came in and did some dancing, and it was their artwork. It was just incredible. So National Reconciliation Week this week. So fantastic. It's been a huge week. It's not finished. It will be going all hours of the night, and back into the grind tomorrow. And it's a long weekend, remember. So please enjoy yourself over the weekend. Stay safe, safe driving. If people are moving around, travelling around, going camping, get out there in our outdoors and our caravan parks and things like that, and our national parks. But stay safe, and we'll see you back in Melton next week. Thanks.